Well, to me, it's what makes us original as comedians or as people is our own, and I hate to say it, and not to be melodramatic, but whatever a person's truth is, whatever their life is, to me, I love listening to you when you come on the show, because I know exactly where you are in life, because you're going to tell me, and you're going to make it funny. And to me, that's what makes you a great comedian, is the fact that you talk about your life. Colin described it really well as what he hated was ironic distance that a lot of guys go through, where they think it's hip to show no emotion and be detached. And fuck you. I like a guy who really tells me what their life is like, or their genuine opinions about things, without feeling preached at. That's what I
That's
admire.
right. And I think that's, you're talking about Colin Quinn for those of you who were listening. But I think that's a good point. And I think that a lot of that detachment is really just by virtue of immaturity.
Yeah, maybe.
And a certain amount of fear. Because what I'm starting to realize, I sit into a comedy club and they become interchangeable. No one's taking any risks, other than saying, vagina or the N-word. And no one's really doing anything, to show who they are. So they have no point of view. And I've grown to believe it's just that they don't have any life experience.
Yep.
There's the type of comics we are, there are guys like us where, we've risked our lives to do this, but we've also risked our lives in other ways because we got no choice.
Yeah.
We just live a fucked up life. And that's what we live. But a lot of these kids are well adjusted. There's a whole generation of comics that are well adjusted. So to compensate for the fact that they're not out of their fucking minds, they just say shocking things and they don't invest anything in it.
And a lot of them try to create angst and try to create the things that they find interesting in comedians. They try to create those things in themselves because they think that will make them interesting. And it's like, in New York, you see a lot of guys who try to be Dave Attell. And Attell, it's easy to spot because Dave is such a specific guy.
Okay.
And Dave is such an original. So when you see a young comic going, blowjaw, oh, I know who you watched a little too much. You see guys looking for that identity.
How is that different than, I don't take comics to task for that as long as they grow through it, because that's no different than you wearing the hats.
Absolutely.
But, and sometimes some guys are infectious. I mean, I couldn't watch Bill Hicks when I knew him because, you're gonna, everyone has influences, but it's the guys that lock into the Mitch style or the Todd style or the Attell style.
Right.
Those seem to be the big three delivery systems. That are like sort of subconsciously appropriated. Whereas you, the one thing that's interesting about you is that your timing is completely stilted to you. That you actually, your rhythm is not something anybody can take because it's frenetic and it's impulsive and it's unique to you. So no one's going to be able to do Norton.
Right.
But that's good.
Yeah, thank you.